Hey everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the super cool nerd show.
Did you turn on the mics, Jason?
Actually, I made sure of that. I'm actually...
Okay, good.
Yeah. A little paranoid on it this time.
I don't know how to do ASMR, and I don't like it. Anyway, you can hear my jacket. It's Cora's jacket, but I feel cool. Anyway, I'm Kat. Hi. I do this show by myself, but there's some strangers in the studio, and I haven't been able to kick them out so far. So, stranger number one.
Hi, I'm Cora, and apparently I dressed gay, according to Jason, which was kind of the whole point, so I feel like my life is on the right path.
Sure. She's, also, I feel like I should mention she's in the studio more than I am, so, like... Calling her stranger felt a little weird. And then on my left, she's definitely not a stranger to me.
There we go. Rounding out the blue hair squad. Hi, everybody. I'm Cass.
And over there, sit down.
Over there, where it's supposed to be.
Over there.
Missing from his spot, making us look a little pretty, though we certainly didn't need the help. Jason.
What's up?
What's up?
How y'all doing?
What are you opening?
No, a thing.
What are you opening?
A thing.
Stop playing with your
What
thing.
thing?
I will not stop playing with my thing.
Ew.
What it is? What are y'all? Hey, wait. We
It's
want people to get the wrong
Monster.
idea. It's
Sure.
the thing, not it's my thing, but it's the thing. Never mind.
Yeah, I led you there. Yeah, you can get out of it. Feels good. I like it.
Back
It's
to
funny. Anyway, back to me. So, anything going on? Anything at all? Maybe we should talk about news.
You know, that might be...
I went to the DualShock, so we can talk about the big one this week that everybody's been waiting for. That somehow you dropped the second trailer for less than 30 days until the movie comes out. Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Spider-Man.
Or No Way Home. No Way Home. Sorry.
Far from away going home.
Yeah, they really kind of went to the well a lot on those, didn't they? But anyway, yeah, No Way Home, which I thought was great.
I cannot remember the last time I was actually excited for a Spider-Man movie. I wasn't excited for it. Now, of course, I love Spider-Verse, but like I've never been excited for a Spider-Man movie, and I'm actually excited for this movie. It looks good.
I was excited for Spider-Verse only because John Mulaney was going to be in it, and I thought that was dope.
I'm just more the whole these are people that died at the hands of Spider-Man. Oh boy, that's y'all went to the well. That okay.
I like that. I like the contention between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. I think that's interesting.
They are definitely at odds on some of this, but I'd like to. I'm excited for what I saw. I know that we're getting Green Goblin, we're getting the Lizard. It looked like that we saw Harry Osborn's version of the Green Goblin as well. Sandman, Doc Ock, of course.
Yeah.
Which it's.
I love him.
Yeah, but I like how he's like, "You're not Peter."
Yeah.
I love. Has anybody else seen the meme from like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or whatever, where the police chief is like, "You're not." He's looking at his dog. He's like, "You're not Cheddar.
Yeah.
You're just some basic
common,
bitch or some common bitch." Yes. But everyone is like, "Where's Toby and Andrew?" Mm-hmm. But seriously,
I mean, do we think that's happening though? I don't think we think that's
first
happening,
off,
do we?
whether it is or not, the trailer is not to feed you. The trailer, let me put it, since we're getting around Thanksgiving, I got greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes. Anyway, the trailer is not to feed you. The trailer is to set the table. Okay? And my God, the table is set.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer is to make you start smelling like those brown and serve.
Oh.
Like, the cheap ones are my favorite.
The cheap
brown
ones,
and
yeah.
serve rolls. That smell.
That buttery.
Yeah. Like, they want you to smell and get hungry.
Yeah.
And
we need to wait. It's almost time. It's almost time. Literally like 30 days. We got what?
Yeah.
30 days. I'm kind of surprised. There is one scene everybody pointed out where you can see the lizard jumping forward and all of a sudden his head just like goes, like somebody cracked him one. Okay. Also, we shouldn't say anymore. I don't want Kevin Feige showing up in my house again. I mean, he would never. Kevin Feige would never show up in my home to threaten me. He would never do that. He is a kind man.
No one thinks that.
Yeah, no one thinks he would do that.
Who are you fooling?
It's okay.
No,
it's okay.
He does his own dirty work.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true. He would send goons for me.
Yeah.
It's like, if I took that shot, I might miss.
Goons, get him. Medium style beating, please. Anyway.
Exactly.
I love it. I can't wait. It's
Excited.
like the last of this Spider-Man trilogy we've been going for. Yeah. So,
and with Tom coming out today and being like, I really don't want to play Spider-Man when he's like, mid-30s, mid-40s.
He better. Yes.
He said he didn't want to. I don't know when his contract
doesn't matter what Tom wants.
Yeah.
I don't care
How dare you?
I don't care what Tom wants. You better play Spider-Man.
Tom is probably also tired of having other actors slap him in the face to keep his mouth shut.
Also, not being able to use his phone or the bathroom or.
So, if he wants to go hang with Zendaya,
I'm not saying he shouldn't be trusted. I'm just saying that
at least they're friends. So
yeah.
If he wants to, I want to go hang with Zendaya.
I want to go hang with her. Yeah.
I would drop a lot of work that I thought was important until I met Zendaya to go hang with her. I just would. She's so pretty.
She's pretty.
I mean, yeah. But seriously,
so cool.
People need to chill and just wait. We're almost there. We're almost to the end of the road. I can't wait. Oh God!
I have an ADD superpower, which is the ability to not retain information I don't want to retain almost at all. So I haven't watched the trailers, and I will forget everything you said about it, and that actually is the sign that I'm excited about this movie, because I just want to go in and be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be mad that something didn't happen the way I wanted it to or something, so I'm just going in. I have no idea.
You put it in the... We've talked about this before. I don't know if we've talked about it on the show. We have 2 categories of something's coming out in our brains, and one category is, it's coming out in forever. Who even knows? And the second category is, I'm mad that it's not out now. And so you keep it in the first category for as long as you can. Like, oh, who even knows when it's coming out? It's coming out in 3 days. Who even knows when it's coming out?
That's unrelated. This is, to this, for me, this is, I don't know what this is. Yeah. I don't even know it. Doctor Strange was the last movie that actively hit in the, I'm mad this movie is not out. From the beginning, the first trailer, it was like, I want to see it.
I want to see it
right now. I don't want to see whatever stupid movie we're seeing right now. I want to see this one.
I know we didn't get a chance to discuss it, but anybody else catch the little teasers of all the other Disney Plus shows coming? Mainly Moon Knight. Who cares about everything else?
I did see that, yeah. And I finally watched Black Widow.
And the She-Hulk one. I'm excited about She-Hulk.
I am too.
They're doing a CGI She-Hulk. Yes. I kind of was hoping for practical effects, but you know what? Nah.
I mean...
I want She-Hulk larger than life.
And I don't want to hamstring the actress because she's so good. I don't want to hamstring her.
She is like,
She's
I love
amazing.
her like you wouldn't like me. I was like, yes, I would.
Did you watch Orphan Black?
I did not watch Orphan Black.
She's absolutely amazing. Everything that she does is perfect.
I just love her.
Stars in it along with herself,
and one guy.
It's like
you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Oh, Mama, I would. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm so ready.
I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down now.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that
throat.
John Byrne. I don't think we'll get fourth wall breaking with this She-Hulk, but God, I want it.
I don't know if we will with her because Moon Knight does some of that too.
Well, when
you might overload.
When she kind of looked at the screen and said it, I was like, "Ooh, fourth wall break, please," because she kind of looks at. I know it just.
That little
It's
shift.
what I want. This is my favorite run of She-Hulk, when she was just sassy and funny and would talk to the reader every now and then. I kind of low-key want that.
I mean,
please?
I think we've seen fourth wall breaks come a long way to do some kind of interesting stuff.
Like House of Lies.
Started with House of Cards.
Yeah.
in a big way, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
like,
But also House of Lies has a very different interpretation.
yeah, House of
That's
Lies
cool, too.
does their exposition in a very direct way with like, you wouldn't know what this is, I'm gonna explain it to you, and
Yeah.
that made sense. Like, and it wasn't clumsy exposition.
Exactly.
And then we're also getting Agatha, House of Harkness, because why not? I love her.
I loved her as a bad guy. I'm not sold on a whole series about her.
Really?
To me, it's the same kind of like, I don't necessarily want to know more about this character. I liked her kind of coming out of nowhere, so I'm not necessarily sold on it yet.
Isn't that how you felt about like Wanda though, and Wanda?
Yeah, I didn't care about one. So I'm totally
It's
ready to be, so
surprising.
I'm just not there yet.
I just think Miss Han can do anything. So
I do
I'm
too.
like, all right.
I forgot she was in the newsroom.
But then the big one was like from my childhood, X-Men 97 starting up again.
Oh my god, yes.
So I knew that Marvel was planning something because they were doing a big Marvel Legends panel.
Yeah.
And they showed some figures that were going to be based off the X-Men 97. I'm like, why would they go to the well on this?
That's
and then
weird.
they went back to the writers that wrote X-Men for 97, and they were just talking about their experiences and how the lady that got this show greenlit, basically like her job was like always threatened if something was not a hit. And she was right. But they'll be brought in as like not directors, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Producers.
Advisors to the
Yeah.
writing room,
Consultant.
consultants, and the former director for it. So it's picking up where the old series left off. They're bringing in all the old voice actors.
And-
Thank you, Lord.
And they're bringing back the original thing.
Cue the song. I'm reading this, and I wrote it for supercoolnerdshow.com. Go check that out. And I can just hear dun 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 dun. Dun. I'm just typing dun 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 dun.
Okay. I've never watched the original X-Men. Do I need to go ahead and watch it before this
Honestly,
comes out?
it's some of the this was some really good storytelling.
Okay.
There's a reason this show went for as long as it did. They had a very good writing team. The art, it brought the X-Men really at the height of their popularity in the comic books to the masses in animated form.
I doubt that you need to, but
But it's worth it.
yeah.
Yeah.
The best moment of my life was sitting here at this desk, and my daughter runs in the room and tells me, Dad, there's an X-Men cartoon on Disney Plus. Yeah, it's like you had Storm and Jubilee there at the mall, and then Wolverine, and then Cyclops hit it. He blasts the Sentinel, and it's brand new. I've never seen it before. I'm like, oh really? Tell me all about it.
Yeah.
My wife was sitting
So
right here.
exciting.
She's
Tell
like,
me everything.
Is she talking about the old X-Men on cartoon? I'm like, yeah, they released it on Disney Plus,
Yeah.
and she went and watched all of them, like all of them. I just like sitting in here like working on stuff, and all of a sudden, dun dun dun, because she played the theme song every time.
Oh.
And I'm sitting here
That's a banger. That's how you know you did it right.
Oh yeah, you can't beat this one. I can't wait. Coming in 2022, I almost feel a little bit spoiled by Disney Plus. I said that last week about Star Wars, but man, and then Hawkeye starting next week.
I'm excited about Hawkeye. I haven't caught all of them. I like Hawkeye. I like Hawkeye a lot. And I'm also obviously very excited about Moon Knight. It came out today, and I didn't have time before the show, and I was like, I'm not going to just kind of pay attention to it, so I'm excited to watch that when I get home.
I haven't watched any of the Marvel shows on Disney Plus. One, because I don't have Disney Plus, and two, I honestly haven't had too much of a drive to. That's just me personally. With Hawkeye, though, I'm sniping someone's Disney Plus account.
I got you.
Yeah, I think I have a
Because,
slow.
I mean,
I'm loving the clips I'm seeing so far.
other than, I haven't seen any of the clips yet, but I don't want to. That one's a personal choice. I don't want to see the clips because I want to be surprised. But I did see the 3 promotional posters they did. One of Clint Barton, one of Kate Bishop, and then one of Pizza Dog, and Pizza Dog was winking, and I'm like, I need it now. It's perfect already.
There's one where she's like berating him about his branding as Hawkeye. There are parts on this show that I know that Cora is going to be just like, I'll probably be able to hear her squeeing from all the way over here.
I'm excited. I know almost nothing about Kate Bishop because I have been into DC Comics. Like, I've read a lot of DC Comics. I've watched a lot of those shows, and I just haven't. And so I'm excited to see a brand new story, a character I know nothing about. I'm excited.
You're going to love her because she's wonderful.
Awesome.
And we couldn't have picked a better actress either.
Yeah,
She's
she's
wonderful.
great.
Her, I love. Yeah.
Like, I'm almost like, Haley Steinfeld might be a little too talented in this role, but I'll take her anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to question. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Wow, she's playing. Okay, that's fine. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good coming weeks. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I like that there's a lot of content that people like millennial parents can bond with their kids over the holidays on a lot of these properties. I think it's very wholesome.
Well, anyway, now that we've gotten my Marvel fix out of the way, thank you, Kat. I appreciate it. Indulging me while you're leading the show this week.
Yeah.
But it's been a good week.
Leading is a strong word for what I do here. I lead the D&D game.
Yeah.
This is just like I sit here and I say who's next. What other TV movie type news do we have?
I got some movie news, and I know you got some movie news.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so one, I want you all to bear with me. I left my notes at home because I'm professional. I'm professional here.
You're professional enough to write them. That's better than I do some weeks.
Fair. But MGM Studios has secured the rights to make a movie about Jim Jones. It's going to be a biopic, and for those who don't know who Jim Jones is, he is the cult leader and is the one responsible for the mass murder of Jonestown. It was a mass murder. Not many of those people did that willingly. Fun facts. Anyways, not only that, but we do also already have who we're going to possibly have as Jim Jones himself, and that is Leonardo DiCaprio. I find cults fascinating. Like, they're horrible things, but learning about them is very interesting, and it's really good to learn about them so you know the signs not, like, what not to get into kind of stuff. So this will be interesting. It's going to focus a little bit per Deadline. It's going to focus on how Jim Jones went from being a Christian to being a religious fanatic to claiming he was God himself. So that will be interesting. We don't know how much of Jonestown is going to be focused on, like the actual event of Jonestown. But we do know that there's going to be a lot of focus on the build-up to that, at least.
I mean, you almost don't you need very little from the last, because the last is tragedy. But it's like I'm also fascinated with cults, and specifically the jump that gets made. It's reasonable. At some point, a jump of some sort, and that jump is crazy.
Go ahead.
I know very little about cults. Jonestown is the Kool-Aid thing? Okay.
Where the infamous term "don't drink the Kool-Aid" comes from.
Where over 1,000 people, men, women, and children, were forced to drink Kool-Aid with cyanide.
Okay.
But on your point, like the leap, someone described, and I love this analogy, that it's like putting a frog in boiling water. If you put the frog directly into the boiling water, it will jump out immediately. But if you put the frog in the water and then slowly over time turn up the temperature, the frog will not leave, and the frog will boil to death. And cults are a lot like that. They start out normal, and then slowly they start raising the temperature, raising the level of what they do to the point that you either cannot leave or think you cannot leave. And that's what they're trying to do.
Cult leaders, a lot of it is like charisma, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, Leo.
Yeah.
He's got that in spades.
I'm very interested to see him play somebody so, like, dark.
Yeah.
But also not dark. They don't usually present as dark.
Yeah.
Because if they did, then people...
Yeah.
I mean...
But there tends to be, like, dark sides and violence and stuff on the other side. I don't know. Interesting. It was a tragedy. I hope that I feel like most of these properties have been pretty respectful of what's happened, and I hope this continues in that vein.
In the last year, we watched one about Waco.
Yeah.
And that was
a 6-part, like, mini-series.
Yeah.
It was
very well done.
But it was really well done.
Yeah.
I would love to see something like that for Jonestown instead, to be honest. But that's just more of from the educational point.
Yeah.
Since this is going to be a biodrama, I would assume. I just hope they do it.
I feel like it could go into irresponsible easily, but as long as it's handled right, I don't think it does.
Yeah, I do know, but we do know that at any rate, whoever they do decide to play Jim Jones, Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Davison will be producing this film with Appian Way. So that's all we really have at the moment. Oh, we do also know that the executive producer will be the writer for Venom, Robert Rosenberg.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah,
That was great.
we'll see.
Slightly different subject material, but like...
I do feel like cult stories are super relevant right now because of the thing with the love and acceptance and chosen family are all very cult ideas, and also very much the ideals of like the younger generation, including millennials, and it can be easy to conflate. But the unconditional love and acceptance is something that a lot of us didn't feel from people, and so something we have to watch out for.
And there's also a specific sect of people that do count as a cult, apparently. It's in the cult iceberg. It's just interesting. But we won't get into that because we're not going to talk politics here today.
Fair enough.
JFK Jr.'s dead. There, I said.
Yeah. Yes.
Those kind of politics, we're not talking about those today.
Yeah. Okay, so talked a little bit about trailers and how did you put it, Jason? Trailers are here not to feed you, to set the table.
Mm-hmm.
One movie that I really, really want to praise for doing exactly that is Nightmare Alley. We've had 2 major trailers released. The second one, which I think is also the final trailer, was released today. And I don't know what this movie's about. It says, the description says basically it's a carny who manipulates people into doing stuff. We do know that it has an absolutely star-studded cast with Bradley Cooper, Rooney Mara, Cate Blanchett, Richard Jenkins, Willem Dafoe, Toni Collette, Ron Perlman, Mary Steenburgen, and David Strathairn. Star-studded. It's the latest movie from Guillermo del Toro, and I don't know what it's about, but I absolutely want to see it.
Is it a carny?
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper has a master's degree in the events surrounding the Elephant Man, which I find very interesting.
I'm surprised I haven't
and
heard
played
of
him
this,
on Broadway.
Everything that you just said, I'm in.
Right?
Yeah.
And again, no idea. No idea what it's about. There was something with electricity. That's it. That's about all I got. And there was an interrogation scene. And if you recognize the voice at the beginning of the trailer, then you have probably watched Stargate Atlantis, because that was David Hewlett, who's the really, really annoying scientist from Stargate Atlantis, whom I adore. But yeah, like, I just really want to go watch this trailer and think about how little you know about it, and that this is what trailers are for. They're not to give you plot points. They're just to get you excited. And so I wanted to bring up that and the Spider-Man trailer because, they get you excited. That's what they're for. And, studio executives watching this show, do this with trailers. Don't tell me everything. Just get me excited.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like there is a fine line because I think it can be difficult. You need to let me know if I want to watch this movie. And so there's a little bit sometimes. With Nightmare Alley, you don't have to. And with Spider-Man, you don't have to. But because do you want to watch the new Spider-Man movie? Do you want to watch a Guillermo del Toro thing if he's making about something probably supernatural? I don't know. I think it's interesting. David F. Sandberg does this whole thing on trailers and how to control a trailer that shows you nothing but will let people know if they want to watch the movie or not. I think that's an interesting balance.
Yep.
He lies in his trailers on purpose. Spoilers. But but in a way that you can't be mad about because he wasn't really lying, sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, really all you had to say was by Guillermo del Toro. And,
Yeah.
But then everything else with it, it's like, just, I can only throw my money at the screen for a movie ticket before...
Now the question is when.
Before my wallet's empty.
Oh, December 17th. There we go.
Merry Christmas, have some horror.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's the same day that Spider-Man releases.
Yeah, it's that, I guess, Thursday night before Christmas.
You know what? I'm probably going to see this first.
Yeah.
Because imagine it. You go see this first and get the crap scared out of you, and then you go watch Spider-Man as comfort.
Well, and you watch the thing that's going to be theatrically epic later. You know, like it's going to go really big with stuff. So yeah, the more subtle one you watch first every time. And I'm not saying it won't be fantastic. I'm saying it won't be. There's probably not a lot of flying things. Maybe trapeze artists. Who knows?
All right. Yep. That's it.
I was gonna say there's not a lot of Spider-Men, but again, maybe.
Who knows?
I was gonna say smaller budget first, but then who knows?
Not necessarily.
Like that's a lot of people. Okay, so anything else you have in TV? Too? You already did.
Yeah, I don't have any TV.
You don't have any other.
I do.
Oh, Jason got.
Oh, I got TV. Halo. Finally. Yes, after many years of people saying that they were producing Halo. In fact, that dude, what's the horrible director who said that he was going to do Halo?
Michael Bay.
Okay,
I would watch
the
that,
other horrible
actually.
director. But finally, we're getting Halo, and not as a movie. We will be getting this to Paramount Plus. Coming soon. Let me see. I got my dates somewhere. I do have dates. Early 2022. Pablo Schreiber will be playing the role of John 117, or as we know him, the Master Chief. And we will have just a brief trailer that we were given. The honest history behind how they make Spartans is completely horrible. Like, I can't even tell you, but... Oh, God, I just love hearing that.
Wait, did you say Pablo Schreiber?
Yes. Brother of...
Yeah. He's the Irishman in American Gods. He was also the
Yes, he was.
porn stash guy from the Prison Show. Orange is the New Black.
Well, he will be playing the Master Chief.
He's great.
And after he looks like a real life version of Dr. Disrespect.
One of the best parts of this is that
is Dr. Disrespect not real?
He's not.
No, he's not real at all. That mullet is totally fake.
Blonde, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
there's like video of it, but the best thing was they did listen to internet backlash when they cast the role of Cortana. They had an actress in mind, which, sorry, Jen Taylor, who is the voice of Cortana, is sitting right over here. And I don't want to hear anybody else voice Cortana. Jen Taylor will be starring as Cortana, and Dr. Catherine Halsey, who is basically one of the creators of the Spartan program. So we're getting deep into... And the trailer itself, it shows Master Chief's back and all these surgical scars and everything. If you don't know how Spartans are created, basically they find children that they'd be perfect for the Spartan program, kidnap them, clone them, and then put that child back with the parents, which that child is going to die eventually of natural causes. The Spartan program is horrible. However, the Spartans that come out of there are freaking awesome, but seriously flawed psychologically. I'm excited for this. The last time we saw live action Halo was Forward Unto Dawn, which was, I thought, beautifully done. I love that movie. But it was our first glimpse of a life-size Master Chief. I can't wait. Also in this series, Bokeem Woodbine will be playing a Spartan as well. Kate Kennedy, Danny Sapini will be taking on the role of Jacob Keyes, who is a captain that we see actually in Forward Unto Dawn. Kate Kennedy is playing Cal 125. All these are Spartans that John was very close to, that he came up with. I want to see... I've played Halo. I know the story of Halo when you're out there and destroying all the aliens and the Flood and the Covenant and everything. I want to see the creation of Spartans and their first missions out. So I could not be happier. early 2022, finally have a reason to have Paramount Plus. Because y'all on the chopping block. Look, Star Trek comes and goes. I can re-up subscriptions.
I was about to say, yeah, season 4 started, I guess, last night.
Literally the only reason, I mean, Star Trek comes and goes.
Star Trek and Twilight Zone.
Y'all better have given me Lower Decks, because I was kind of like, how much does this cost again?
I love Lower Decks.
I love Lower Decks. Absolutely love it.
It's so.
I finally did a dual shot, but give me more Star Trek finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so excited. I love Halo games.
I read an article one time that said that Halo, the landscape of Halo, just the physical, how it's presented and stuff, sets it up to be this generation's Last of the Mohicans, which is really interesting to me because Last of the Mohicans, people studied. They did a lot culturally that was not great with that, but it was very wide shots, like throughout, in a way they hadn't seen before, and they paid a lot of attention to like when they're shooting up, when they're shooting down, to Dutch angles and stuff like that. But mostly, it's a beautiful movie in the wide shot, and a lot of Halo does the wide open landscaping and stuff. I don't know, just that was interesting.
So yeah, just a little teaser, little season of.
It'd be interesting. This it could be good.
I smell it wafting.
I don't love the Halo games, but I am interested in the Halo story.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely something I could get me.
There's a rich history there.
Huge
I can't
into them, but like I like them. I've played them before. We used to have LAN parties where we'd all run around on midship with swords and just.
I think this is the last game that I actually went. No, it wasn't the last one. It was one of maybe the first games I went to a midnight. Halo 2, I went to midnight and it was my first game I went, and I was just like, gimme. I think I was like fourth in line. Too.
God of War 3.
Well, I mean, it was the first one I ever
me.
did. Oh, God of War 3? Oh, good choice.
Stop at midnight.
But yeah, bring it on. Thank you, Paramount Plus, for finding a reason to live. Getting ready to put you on the top block.
That's
They're
fair.
like, we're putting all this content on it, and it's just like, I don't know how to find it, and I don't know what it is, and I don't think I care. But I will never, ever not be amused that Cortana is outdated, unstable AI, and that they used the same thing for their phones. Just
what?
Absolutely hilarious. She's going to kill us all.
No way. All right, that's it for me. Who's next?
I have a Microsoft story, so seems kind of tangentially related. Phil Spencer is the executive VP of gaming at Microsoft, and he has done something that honestly impressed me. He is pushing and calling for industry-wide emulation to be done in ways that are legal and licensable, and basically the deal is you buy a game right now and you play it until that console dies, or they stop making red and yellow power cords or whatever, and then you can't play it anymore. And there's some ways around it. Fans often make emulators for things like, if you have an Android, you can play a lot of Game Boy games on them, but they're not usually very well done. And Phil Spencer says that it's time for that to stop. It should stop. He's like, we had this problem with TV, and we figured it out. We had this problem with movies, and we figured it out. We had problems with pictures, and we figured it out. We can have things that live beyond the medium you could play them in at first. And so I think something like 80 games already work. Older games work in the Microsoft built emulator and then newest Xbox. Going back to, they go not just backwards. What was before? It was Xbox 360 and then Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a number of Xbox One games that work as well, and it is a more professional emulator, and he called this what he sees as the North Star for the video game industry. I think that's interesting. I think that's good. I want to play Uniracer again.
Yeah.
And I want to play a game called Kid Icarus. It was only on Nintendo, and it was so huge.
Oh, it's actually on the it's on Switch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but we need
Great.
look no
so
further.
We just need to get one of those.
But we need to look no further than our own Cora Barton over there, who suffers daily that she cannot play all of the Suikoden titles.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I mean, it is a constant pain in her life. Look, right now, look at her face.
Yeah.
She's like, I could be playing Suikoden somewhere, but I can't.
I mean, I'm lucky that my roommate has a PS3 and I still have my old PS2. So I could technically play them because I have the discs. Well, I have the discs for 3, 4, and 5 and the others.
But all these leaps and bounds you have to get through. See?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
But I will also say it's not just a problem with Suikoden, although it is a problem, Konami. Listen. But it's also just a problem with Konami games in general, because other companies have at least re-released versions of their games as emulators. Like Nintendo's been doing that, Xbox / Microsoft is doing that now. Square's been doing that. Konami, you're the last.
Get it together.
Get your shit together. Get all.
I'm gonna let her have this one.
Get in a backpack.
Take it to the shit store.
But there is a market, like Kat was saying,
Yeah.
she wants to play Kid Icarus. Remember when they released Onimusha for the Switch and I lost my mind? I was willing to pay full price for this game that I've already played and beat 10 damn years ago.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I remember coming over to you being like, oh, hey, as you're playing it, and like, it was actually really fun to watch, honestly. That was really cool. But
like, these games are such a strong, like, nostalgia. I remember Sonic the Hedgehog, and like, you can play them on your phone. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, Sonic's actually on the Switch now.
We don't have a Switch.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
No, that's good information to know. It solves none of my problem, and I'm gonna go home cry tonight. But like, it's good to know that there are other people who are happy, I guess. I just had to put it out there.
That sounded so pitiful.
Oh.
Yes, please hug her. God.
No, like, I'm trying to bring the show
No, I'm with
back.
her. Like,
I was trying to bring the
Oh,
show
hooray.
back.
It is
like, it's
not-
good that companies are doing that.
Yeah.
And it's nice that somebody as high up as Phil Spencer is, saying this.
Saying that and putting his money where his mouth is in regards to emulators that, like, most emulators are made by fans who do not profit off of them. Like, it's labor of love, and without the originals of some of it, they can never, they can't do it as well as professionals who have access to knowledge and information, sometimes codes, that existed originally. So, I'm excited. I hope they move forward with it. I don't like the idea of needing to have... We tried to fix her PlayStation 3 to play something one time, and just need like a new hard drive, and even then...
it won't stay on. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I've got on that. What other gaming news do we have?
I got a gaming related story.
I got one though.
Oh, go
too.
right ahead.
So, Earthworm Jim is getting a TV show.
Again?
Again. We haven't heard from him in like 20 years. But there's a trailer of him being interviewed. And it's going to be called Earthworm Jim Beyond the Groovy.
That's amazing.
From Interplay Entertainment. I will say it's a little bit more adult themed because he does say the word ass. But an Earthworm Jim TV show. He seems as focused as he ever does. I haven't played these games in a very long time.
I never played the games.
Yeah.
But I watched the crap out of the TV show. I can't remember anything about it because I think I was probably 4.
Yeah.
But according to my parents, I really liked that show.
Earthworm Jim, the soil he did crawl. Earthworm Jim, a super
This
suit
one
did fall.
just missed me. Completely missed me. Like, I never... Nothing. Not the game, not the TV, nothing.
An article that I read said that Interplay is trying to get more of their IPs out in their... IPs? Yeah. IPs out there. So I'm looking forward to Fallout, the TV show, Baldur's Gate, the TV show, and Mario Teaches Typing, the TV show.
I would watch the hell out of a Fallout.
Oh, I thought you meant Mario Teaches Typing. I was like, I would watch the hell out of Mario Teaches Typing TV show.
The Earthworm Jim cartoon, the original, was far ahead of its time. Like, there was one episode, like, that always sticks out in my mind where, like, his neighbor, who's just like a normal guy, is out watering his yard, and, like, a shadow comes over and he goes, "Oh, looks like rain." And then a spaceship falls on him, and the narrator's like, "Yes, it is a reign of terror." And I just remember laughing as a kid.
This absolutely seems like that same kind of thing, and I'm really excited about it.
The narrator was the best part of that show. Cora remembers the scene I'm talking about. Looks like rain. Yes, it is a reign of terror. As the queen.
Animaniacs vibe.
Yeah.
It was definitely like Freakazoid, Animaniacs, the same vein as that. So I'm down.
Yeah, I will say we don't have any kind of a date. I couldn't even find the name of the actor. Like,
it better be the same actor.
Point.
Groovy.
I don't know. I mean, I would have thought that you couldn't possibly exceed Patrick Warburton to play the Tick, and then somebody did.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not ready to say that. And Patrick Warburton produced somebody playing the Tick better
Yeah,
than he did.
that was a good show.
So, like, it can happen. It better have the same vibe. But,
It definitely
As long
does.
as we have the same vibes, we good.
Yeah. So yeah, Earthworm Jim.
I'm going to go home and watch.
Groovy.
What was your video game related news?
It's not exactly video game related. But it's Streamlabs OBS is garbage. There, I said it. We discussed this a little bit before the show. A lot of you out there who do game streaming and everything, fortunately use OBS, which is an open source platform, which is very, very good, mind you.
Yeah, it is.
Until someone basically takes open source software and says, it's kind of like, how's it work? You copy someone's homework, but don't change it. Streamlabs OBS, who we really can't call them that anymore because OBS asked them not to put their name at the end of that. And they said, cool, and then they went and trademarked it. Well, thankfully, due to like the internet verbally beating them down for the past 48 hours, they have dropped OBS from that. And OBS is like, thank you, because they actually tried to work with them and spoke about how unreasonable they are. The sad thing about this is not only is it basically a ripoff of the OBS software where they say, oh, you can get some premium features if you pay a little bit more. They even ripped off their ad. Oh my God, these people are so stupid. Where's my damn picture? I'm sorry, I like had a brain aneurysm there for a second.
Got too angry to
Lightstream
do technology.
is another streaming platform out there. And basically, here's OBS's and here's good God, here's Lightstream's ad right next to each other. Do you see any similarities here? But it doesn't get as bad as, I mean, it gets worse because they literally pulled the friggin' ratings and comments that people had made for Lightstream.
You're not allowed to do that.
I'm just impressed with the level of plagiarism at this point.
They copied the reviews for a product
like your
that was not theirs.
Your English teacher would give you an F. Like that's it.
No, not just an F, but then send you to the principal's
Yeah.
office. 'Cause you're getting a call
That is
home.
principal's office level plagiarism.
Blatant. I'm sorry. Okay. So let me get back on track because this is just like this angers me so much. Like I said, the base software that they're offering is free, and they even have partnered with some huge names, including Twitch and Pokimane. Which Pokimane, to her credit, I'm gonna give her this one. She came out and said, "Y'all need to fix this if I'm going to continue to be a part of it." Good on her. OBS, like I said, OBS got the trademark filed on them. I'm trying to, God. Basically, they were still out there trying to say they had an affiliation with OBS, and they did not. This is fuckery in the highest order. I can't say anything. They have taken it down for now, and they said they have intentions to change its name due to the public scrutiny that they have received from a lot of people in the streaming community, including us.
Not due to the fact that was wrong.
I mean, you got to think, Edward Snowden, who has enough problems in the world, took time out of his busy day to go, yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Absolutely amazing.
And he knows a thing or two about copying files.
But after all this scrutiny,
was trying
finally
to
they
get
come down
there.
and say, we take responsibility for our actions, and we will support the community. How about just go away for a little while, change the name, and come back as something else? Because there's no way in hell I'm never using this software, ever. Nothing we do will ever be supported by this software. Screw you guys. I'm going home. Thank you, God. This is one of those stories I couldn't get through just because I'm just like, you trifling bitches. y'all, every step of the way that y'all could make this worse, you managed to do it.
With each step.
It's impressive.
I just no, you just can't, especially not since the other thing is free. Like,
yeah, how are you going to rip off a company that has done so much for the streaming community by making their software free, open source? Anyone can use it, download it, and it's not even bad. It's
OBS
great.
Studios is great. It's a great company.
How are you going to rip them off?
Yeah.
And then, we'll drop that from our names, guys, and then go and trademark it.
Yeah.
Just, ooh. It's like that meme from JoJo where they're beating the hell out of somebody in the street. That's me. That should be every member of the show kicking the crap out of
And then you
Streamlabs.
just take a sip of wine and then just go join in the kicking.
Exactly.
we can do rounds. We can, you know.
Yeah,
just
I might need a break.
Stay hydrated.
Might need tag out. Somebody stomp him.
The scene where they're kicking that guy's ass is like being done to like a funky beat. So I just wanted y'all to be aware.
Oh, but you gotta have some tune when you kick.
Yeah.
So yeah, good job, Streamlabs. I will refuse to put the OBS at the end of that. You're garbage. You are a garbage company.
And at least you let us know up front. Speaking of garbage companies and whether they let us know up front, I do have to have a quick note about Blizzard and Activision because the employees are not dropping it, and so I'm not either. Like, they haven't done enough. Like, right now, there is one source says 1,200, another says over 1,000. The 1,200 source was Kotaku, so like, I don't know if it's true. People within Blizzard, Activision, and King, as it turns out, signed a petition to get Bobby Kotick outed as the CEO. It says, the statement the signatures are in support of reads, "We, the undersigned, no longer have confidence in the leadership of Bobby Kotick as the CEO of Activision Blizzard. The information that has come to light about his behaviors and practices in the running of our companies runs counter to the culture and integrity we require of our leadership and directly conflicts with the initiatives started by our peers. We ask that Bobby Kotick remove himself as CEO of Activision Blizzard and that shareholders be allowed to select the new CEO without the input of Bobby, who we are aware owns a substantial portion of the voting rights of the shareholders." And I just want to say, good on them. Change happens when you say you haven't done enough to change things. Like, they're not accepting the behavior. And I don't know, I stand with you guys. Keep going until you actually fix the problem. So, I don't want to talk about Activision Blizzard all the time either, but if in February they're still out there, or January, usually late January we come back. Yeah, then I'll be out there too, telling you guys that it's still happening and to support them and to stop playing Candy Crush or whatever until they fix it. It is one of their properties, which is weird.
Weird.
But yes, in happier video game news, there is a game I'm kind of pumped about. It's not usually my sort of thing. It's a game by Warner Brothers. And
wild.
It's just the whole thing. The whole thing makes me wonder what it is, because it looks kind of like Smash Brothers, but it's not. Anyway, it's called. Hang on. Nobody say it. I get to say it. Multiversus. It's called Multiversus.
I like it.
It's got a Smash Brothers vibe. We already know that it's gonna be a cross-platform and cross. I think you're going to be able to play it online as well if you want, which is weird. And it's going to be free to play. It has Warner Brothers properties. Shaggy I saw in there. Shaggy's in it.
Like Shaggy Dog,
Shaggy,
or
no, Shaggy from
Scooby Doo. Yeah.
I saw Shaggy in there. I saw Tom and Jerry in there. I saw Superman and Harley in there. I saw Batman. I saw Steven Universe characters in there.
Hey.
I saw Adventure Time. I think
Adventure. Okay. Yeah.
Time in there, and it's bonkers. The Roadrunner. It's all over the place.
I want to play Garnet beating up Batman. I just want to do that.
Yes. I want to play Shaggy beating up literally anybody.
Using 0.01% of his power.
Go watch the trailer or the first look at this. It is nutballs, and you just sit there like those people, and you kind of think of like Kingdom Hearts and Smash Bros. Kind of already doing that. But no, this is like a new level of what the crap is happening here.
I love it.
And, yeah, looks fun. I'm excited.
I love it.
Just on principle.
I also like the name Multiverses.
Yeah.
And there's co-op modes, there's single modes.
Emphasizes teamwork and social.
So,
If only we had a producer of the show that could actually get us video of the game being played, which, damn it, I did. Anyway, this looks actually pretty good.
yeah.
It does look like a Smash Brothers ripoff. I'm going to go ahead and admit that right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
Smash Brothers is put a bunch of characters, then they fight. So, like, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm going to whoop people as Jake the dog.
That looks amazing.
Do I have to team up with
Holy
this big human?
I mean, absolutely. Oh, wait, I can kick the crap out of
she
people
is
as
being
Wonder
a
Woman?
Batman!
This is all I've ever wanted.
That's so cool.
You wanted to be Wonder Woman?
No, I want to kick the. I want to
Everybody
watch
wants
Wonder
to be
Woman kick
Wonder
the.
Woman.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
yes,
I mean, it
yes.
would be fair if you did.
Yes.
Because
I would
who
like to be
doesn't?
Wonder Woman.
I mean, I'll explain.
Looks like
Wonder
Steven
Woman's
and Batman against Bugs Bunny and somebody else.
girl has no
I
name.
love
What-
the animation style too. That's like it's cute.
It's a combination
cool.
of a lot of animation styles. Oh wait, never mind. Yep, because I'm feeling a Justice League Unlimited vibe from Batman,
Yeah. Oh, I love that show.
but some of these stages do look straight out of Smash Brothers. But that's cool. I don't care. I'll play this.
I mean, Smash Brothers kind of stole it from old school Mortal Kombat with the smashing through. to
Oh,
different guys.
there's Shaggy. There's Shaggy.
And Arby.
He's got a pick. He's got a
Oh,
sandwich.
no.
He threw a sandwich. Shaggy just knocked. Shaggy just knocked that Superman.
That's all I've ever wanted to see.
Oh,
That was Arya, like Game of Thrones
Yeah.
Arya.
that is Arya Stark. I was like, who was that?
Absolutely wild.
I like that, like, I mean, there's nothing.
There's Finn. Oh yeah, we teaming up. We teaming up.
I love it.
Jake
There's-
the dog and
There's
Finn the
nothing
human.
wrong with, like, the hyper competitiveness that has become a part of the esports
Yeah.
associated with Smash. But this one just, like, feels like a nice reset for
Yeah.
some of us to get to, like, enter into a whatever. I don't know. It looks
So
fun.
what
I'm excited
platform
about
can
it.
I play this on? Is what I really want to know.
Multi-platform.
I cannot wait to hear people like, oh yeah, I mean Shaggy, but I mean secondary.
But Steven Universe, like, he's pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I secondary like Bugs.
Yeah.
Girl.
Pearl main.
Yeah, like I
love
can't
it.
wait for those conversations because I know they're going to
I
happen.
just want to put a beating on somebody as Jake the dog.
I love it.
That just feels right.
Wait, can I be BMO? Would
Maybe.
BMO be
I mean,
there?
probably, right?
I would love to play BMO. I don't even
That'd
care
be
if I
cute.
lose.
I want to
That'd be
hear
adorable.
Here comes a new challenger.
graphic description of a game where he's like, and then I took the sandwich, right? I knew, so I was waiting for my moment.
Sandwich in
Yeah.
the clutch,
face.
yo.
Clutch.
I love it
AF.
so much.
But yeah, I'm excited about this one. What other stories do we have?
I have a very, very, very short one.
Hit it.
So if you're one of the millions of people that still wants a PlayStation 5, Walmart doesn't have them. But instead, which camera? This one? That one? This one?
Your camera.
Okay. But instead, what you can get is a laxative Walmart, like a lot of companies, will say, well, we don't have this available, so maybe this. And instead of PS5, their first recommendation is Miralax. And I don't know. I feel like I'm being insulted. I don't know what they're trying to say, but I feel like I'm being insulted.
I feel like if they were going to go that route, it should have been vitamin B, because vitamin B is something that helps you maintain your stress levels at acceptable levels. So like something that chills you out a little.
I was thinking it was a full of crap metaphor. Yeah, alcohol would be good.
Anything.
Yeah.
There's a long list of anything. I can't link.
Or just something
laxative and game.
You know what? Hula hoop. Hula hoop or a bicycle.
Yeah.
Like,
the worst gaming challenge ever. Laxatives.
So yeah, that's it.
It's like me going to a concert and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we don't have alcohol. Would you like some lemonade or something?"
Yeah,
sir?
yeah.
At least it's
not
still
the same
liquid,
thing.
At least it's still liquid.
Yeah.
we don't have anything for you to
We don't have any alcohol, but how about this tire?
Yeah.
That's more what it was akin to.
So get the hell out of here.
I mean, I guess, like, you could also choose to just respect the gesture that if you can't get the PS5, there's no
good substitute. Yeah.
Get it? Console. They're not going to be able to console you with a different product at all. It's nothing. And no, we don't want the Xbox, and no, we don't want we want the PS5.
You made a pun.
That was actually a really good one, too.
Thank you.
I have a quick story as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, Netflix is going to be removing the 1987 Saint Seiya cartoon. So all 114 original episodes will be removed from Netflix on December, I believe it was the 19th. Again, I don't have my notes. The date might be completely wrong. It might be the 15th. All I know is it's going to be gone, and I'm extremely sad about that. So if you haven't watched it yet, now is the time. So instead of eating with your family, you should be watching Saint Seiya. I'm just saying.
I mean, they can eat with you too, as long as they stay quiet.
Yeah.
Exactly. Also, I can't endorse the dub.
It will be leaving December 15th.
15th, thank you. And yes, December 15th will be the last day that you can watch anything Saint Seiya original 1987. I believe they're still keeping the movies, so you can still watch those, which they're also still really good. I believe that 3D Abomination is on there as well. And love yourself and don't watch that one.
So two totally separate pieces of advice, but like, don't watch it. But do love yourself. It's very important.
Yes. Yes.
On a lighter note, we're only 2 weeks away from the new release for Final Fantasy Online. Anyway. I just wanted to make her cry.
You can call it a When do you head out? When is your heading out for your thing?
Shut up.
It's 2 weeks.
like
It's
the
not
day.
out, right?
Let me check my calendar.
It's like the day before it gets released.
I call that Core Cry Day.
Yeah.
All right. Any other news?
I do have one out of Japan, which is another. We need to be more like Japan. Does everybody enjoy their internet speed? I know I enjoy the one we have here. I have a gig up and down, and I'm like, yeah, I'm riding high on the hog with a gig up and down. Japan just broke the world record for the best internet in the world. How bad, you say? Well, take your internet, and the new record set by Japan is 319 terabits per second. Double the previous world record. How much faster is that than your normal home internet? About 7.6 million times faster than the internet that we're currently on.
What are you downloading?
So,
The Sun?
The greatest MMO. I'll stop.
Anything you want.
basically what these researchers were able to do, they use lasers and amplifiers to break the speed. They combined their fiber with a laser that fired pulses at different wavelengths and multiple signal amplification techniques. This enabled them to transmit data over a distance of 1,800 miles at 319 terabits per second.
Can I just say that is the most Japanese thing I have ever heard in my life, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, basically it's faster than any of us can think.
We don't even have bullet trains yet.
Like, this would download the movie I'm watching before I got past the first second of it. Just... now, granted, this was for bragging rights and something that they were... This is... Although the internet is faster in Japan, just going to point that out. It's faster in a lot of more developed countries than us.
I enjoyed my home internet until I went to Korea and realized that nope. And then we went to Japan, and my brother got a chip for his phone. So, like, you could get a SIM card. He got a SIM card for his phone that would let him use his phone there. And it was the fastest thing ever. Like, just for the phone. Just so freaking fast.
I will explain, though, how this could possibly benefit us rather than just a bunch of researchers and scientists saying, boom, we did it. They were able to actually pack 4 cores into the fiber, the same diameter that we would normally pack 1 in. So... This is not only just bragging rights. They did actually develop new technology that could benefit us all. Fiber cables are, we all know, 1 core. They packed 4 cores in one, same diameter as a single core. Perfectly reasonable. Probably something we could see before, not too long. So we did actually get some new tech out of this.
Yeah.
Is it going to be 319 terabits per second?
No. But unlike economics, technology does trickle down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So something good did come out of this. Hopefully it's this tech that we could possibly see in the future. And, way faster than 5G technology. Just I am so here for this. I want internet like this one day before I die. Anyway, that's mine. And I think that's it for me this week.
That's it. This is our last regular SCNS show of the year. It is time for our hiatus and for us to struggle through time with our family and friends. And most of us like our family and friends. Some of them are here tonight. So, we take a break, we refocus. We usually change fewer things than you would think we might in between, but...
Well, now we don't have a crushing pandemic, not on us, we're vaccinated. Anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna take a nice little reset, but we will be back. I'll miss you guys some, but I'll see you some too. So.
Yeah.
Well, we'll still kind of be continuing some D&D through there.
Yes, we have at least one more, and we'll talk about off camera and how many, when that is.
7.
Because I don't want to stop playing. Anyway.
11.
I mean, you'll have time to create new characters.
And we'll be doing some development of some things, bringing back some things, something I've wanted to do for a while. That we've been kind of dabbling in. I want to bring back picks from the rack, weekly comic book picks, like what I have this week. And yes, I bought the Superman Sun issue just to piss people off.
Yay!
Got a problem with this. Y'all leave Clark's boy alone. Anyway.
He can be who he wants.
So bringing back picks from the rack is kind of a weekly segment. It's something I want to develop, something I wanted to work on for a while. Yeah. But also Nerds with Coffee, because it was getting up there and then we had to kind of stop because we couldn't hang out. So kind of sucked.
There's content that you would love to see that seems like our thing. Hit us up.
Yeah, not usually like this structured kind of news thing. Just something more we just hanging out, having a good time.
A little wiggly in the shoulders.
Eating some chicken nuggets.
No.
I want to eat chicken nuggets.
I'm really excited about that.
I want to eat
wiggly
chicken
in the
nuggets.
shoulders. Not even for the content.
But anyway, we hope that you guys have a safe and happy holiday season, and that you continue to tune in this weekend for Dungeons and Dragons and other stuff that we do. Keep an eye on the channel.
We're all going to get in trouble.
You can find out where stuff is happening on supercoolnerdshow.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok apparently, maybe. I don't know, and all of it, Twitch. But if you want to follow me, you can find me on Twitter sometimes or Instagram sometimes at BetterCat.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at CorodonoArt for all things art related and Suikoden related, mostly Suikoden related. Or if you want to follow me for anything Final Fantasy related, you can follow me on Twitter at chaotic_noodle. I promise I won't be posting spoilers until January. Maybe. I'm going to try.
Promise maybe.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at The Good Cass. I completely forgot every word I've ever known in my life.
Jason?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at, that is not the right thing to hit, at Jason the X. There, I actually had the thing.
You spelled my name right.
Huh? Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
3 whole letters.
If you missed my macro shots, buy me a macro lens.
And also be sure to check out supercoolnerdshow.com. That is supercoolnerdshow.com.
Spelled how it sounds.
Look for the review this week of Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, nice.
Dope. And as we always like to say around here,
Keep on nerding. Oh no, he stopped reading.